everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Boom Boom Room with Whispers Across America.
Whisper.
Wouldn't be the same without that, would it?
I always have to do that, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. It gives you character, ambience, the ambience. But anyway, I got your favorite co-host today, Mr. Ted Fitzpatrick from the beautiful state of Cali.
Spooky California. Spooky-fornia.
Yeah, I heard it's spooky. Yeah, you're all right.
There's some spooky parts. Yeah, there's some spooky parts, man. But as we're finding out, they're spooky. They're spooky everywhere. Yep. Each state has it spooky.
You ain't lying there, dude. You ain't lying there.
I think tonight's spooky, or whenever you're listening, today's spooky. We're talking at nighttime though.
Yeah.
Is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be like a lot of traditional folklore type of stuff, probably.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause I was thinking, I don't really know nothing too scary over there, and we're doing Hawaii. You know what
Hawaii. Except for the volcanoes and the sharks and the puffer fish. What else? No, I'm just kidding. Tsunamis.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to live on an island, at all. That'd be scary. Just tsunamis, whatever you call them. But when I think of Hawaii, I think of the Hulus, dancers, and eating food, man. Hawaii,
man.
Pineapple.
They make a big hole in the ground, and then they put a bunch of all the hot rocks down in there, and then they wrap the whole pig in. It's like a leaf. I think it might be taro leaf.
Yeah.
And then they put the hot rocks on top of that, and then they put the dirt on top of that, and it cooks it. It's like a slow roast in the ground.
Yeah.
And it cooks the pig, and then it's like they just let it cook all day, I think. And then when they unwrap it, man, it comes out perfect.
Yeah, could you imagine how it tastes, man? I bet that stuff would be good.
Yeah, it is good, man. It is.
I've roasted pig before. Like half pigs. Like out hunting camp, and do it like put a grate, some kind of grate, and then it looked like all homemade, of course, and then the coals under it, and you cook it all night, all half the day, and taking turns. That's fun. But eating the cracklings right off the pig. But anyway, Ted, I can talk about food all day. I guess I'll let you go first, and let's hear the first spooky tale we probably can't pronounce. A lot of pronunciation
all right.
today. So.
Well, I'm gonna try my best, man. I'm gonna channel
Spam.
The Moana language, the Islander, the night. And so the first spooky tale from the beautiful state of Hawaii, surrounded by the Pacific Ocean. This tale is called The Night Marchers of Hawaii. In the dead of night, when the moon is high and the wind stills, the ground may begin to tremble with the rhythm of distant drums. That's when the night marchers return. According to Hawaiian legend, the night marchers, or Huakai Po, are the ghostly spirits of ancient Hawaiian warriors. Clad in traditional armor and carrying weapons, they march in sacred processions across the islands, especially near old battle sites. Heiau, which is a temple, and also the royal grounds. Locals say you'll hear them before you see them. The deep beat of pahu drums, conch shells blowing, and the rustling of torches in the dark. If you see their torches glowing in the distance, run, but never across their path. To interrupt them is to invite death. The only way to survive an encounter is to lie face down, remain silent, and never make eye contact. In rare cases, someone with royal blood, and that's called ali'i, in your family line may be spared if they raise their hands in recognition of the marchers. It's said that on certain nights, especially around sacred sites in Oahu, Molokai, and the Big Island of Hawaii, you can still hear the night marchers doomed to patrol forever. Oh,
Man,
so that's the night marchers.
Man, that's a little spooky, man. So what is the gist?
They are on eternal patrol, man, guarding the islands. I mean, there must have been back in the day, dude. There must have been a certain amount of warfare that happened between the various, kingdoms of the islands, and so they had the warrior. I just wonder what their traditional armor looks like. What do they make it out of?
I don't know.
I mean, palm tree husks are pretty. I mean, they're pretty tough, actually.
Yeah.
Like they are pretty tough. I mean, if you could like somehow sew them together or weave them together, it'd be decent.
Yeah. Man, I don't know the history of Hawaii. I would really, really like to.
They have a lot of folklore, man. Hawaii. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
did they just always were there? Did the people migrate there?
Well, I mean, like the islanders. Well, of course, they're great mariners. I mean, they were sailing across the whole Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Just and they would navigate by the stars, and so really, Fiji and Hawaii, and going over towards even like New Zealand type of place.
Yeah.
It's like they had a massive territory of cultures that were somewhat similar.
Uh-huh.
And so yeah, I mean, they're mostly known for just being amazing seafarers.
Yeah.
Because they had, but I of course, when you picture a Hawaiian war chant, Hawaiian war dance, man, it's like the drums. You could hear that boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's something to see. That's like the Native Americans, right here in Oklahoma. They had those, and they had those little powwows and stuff, and they get together up in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. A lot of these Oklahoma towns are growing up, but it's funny when you hear people talking, like on YouTube, they always pronounce them wrong, and because the town that I grew up on, it's called Spiro, Spiro, but everybody always say Spiro, or but it's called, and then
Spiro.
There's towns around like Pecola, and Poto. Mm-hmm. They had that movie with that. I've never watched it, but it was about this girl that had a baby in Walmart, and they had it at Poto, Oklahoma. But it was the one that played on Star Wars. The trilogy, the newer ones, and Patnay or whatever her name was.
Padme.
Yeah, she starred in the movie. And she had a baby in Walmart. It's supposed to be Poto. That's like 20 miles from here. But
wow. But Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman. That's her. She's pretty. She's very pretty. Did you ever see that movie where she went into that other dimension or something? I don't want to get off topic, but
no, yeah, I saw that one, man. It was good.
That was good. I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
Was weird to me. I couldn't figure that out. The ending, you know, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed that movie. Yeah. I like the sci-fi.
Yeah, I love sci-fi, horror. Sci-fi and horror kind of the same to me.
So. This, you know, when I was reading this though, when they were talking about, you know, these warriors, this ghostly procession of warriors, you know, and they go from island to island, man. It's just it kind of reminded me of what's that? Well, two things actually. It reminded me of the Wild Hunt, right? Yeah. That's kind of like from European folklore, where they're ghostly huntsmen. Yeah. And it's the Wild Hunt, and they you don't want to get caught by the Wild Hunt. And then the other thing, man, I just like, you know, that song Ghost Rider in the Sky. that's man, I kind of heard that in the back of my mind too, you know, because like these ghostly these ghostly warriors, you know, and you don't want to, you know, they're on the move.
Man, that's some spooky ass stuff, man. Really think about it, but I don't know, man. It's some weird shit out in this world. But if you ain't got nothing else to add, I guess I'll read my first one. Okay, all right. Let me pronounce it. Just not pronounce it right. I can't even talk in the first place, but. Okay, it's called The Cursed Rocks of Kapaha. It's Kapi, Kapaha. I think it's Kapaha because there's like a Kapa and like some kind of punctuation in A, so Kapaha. Okay, on the island of Kauai, in the small town of Kapaha, there lies a group of ancient stones known as the Puhakaha Muhana. sound like I'm speaking in tongues or something.
You picked the good one, man.
I didn't know it was gonna be this bad.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm speaking in tongues and Pentecostal revival. All right. Birthing stones. These were once used by Hawaiian royalty to give birth, believed to bless the newborn with divine power. But legends say one of the stones were used in a forbidden ritual. A child born during a lunar eclipse by a princess who had become sacred, who had broken sacred kapau. Man, this sounds like a B movie or something. Horror, science fiction. The child.
Death by Susu.
Yeah. The child did not cry when born, nor did it breathe. In her grief, the princess bathed the stone in the infant's blood and whispered a curse. Since then, the stone had become a place of bad luck and dark omens. Locals report that anyone who disturbs it, touches it, moves it, or even mocks it suffers terrible misfortunes, broken bones. Dude.
We've been laughing this whole time, man.
Sudden illness, or even death.
We're not. Dude, don't laugh.
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at you, not the stone.
We're mocking. We're not mocking the rocks.
No,
we're not mocking the rock.
Sorry, Mr. Rock. One man who tried to steal a piece of the stone to sell as a souvenir was found days later, eyes wide in terror, body bloated and drowned in a stream with no water. Some say at night, if you walk too close, you can hear a baby crying faintly from beneath the earth. And if you hear it, stop, run. Oh man, that's spooky. I've seen something familiar to this on either a short little movie or a movie where they weren't supposed to pick the rocks up and they picked it up and took it home and they were cursed. Something similar. That is kind of scary, man.
What? Wait, what did that do? What did the dude do who died? What was his transgression?
Uh, he tried to steal a piece of the stone to sell it as a souvenir.
Yeah.
You know, that happened. That happened here. You know, I told you where it growed up, Spiro. If you look it up, Spiro Mounds. They call it Indian Mounds. It's Native American burial grounds, Caddo Indians, 2,000 years ago. I've walked it 1,000 times. And everybody in the early 1920s, when they dug it up and took all the artifacts to Oklahoma City to the main museum, almost every one of them died mysteriously. Heart attacks, car wrecks, just crazy stuff. You know,
that's like the curse of the pyramids, where the first archaeologists that were unearthed, going in to the tombs in Egypt, man. Yeah, they got some curses on them too.
What do you think? What do you believe? Do you believe in stuff like that?
I mean, I would say that I'm gonna think twice about eating at the Hard Rock Cafe next time.
Oh man, food's terrible there.
Well, I might just have to order some scotch on the rocks. Nah, man. It's this one is wow. Man, it's kind of it's a little complex, man.
Just straight up. Do you believe in curses and stuff like that?
I don't know if I would say. I mean, it kind of depends on the sense in which you say in which you are. I believe that there's power. No. Like if you curse somebody, right? Okay. If you curse somebody out, that could just be calling them a real, like one of the words that we consider to be a curse word, right? Uh-huh. And even just cursing under your breath, man. I mean, it's all in the context, right? Yeah. I mean, but it does do
you believe that objects or people can be cursed?
I believe in the negative energy that's associated with that with the act of a cursing. That I mean, it's pretty obvious that it brings about a negative energy, right? I mean, yeah. So
I believe in it.
I mean, there's definitely some things like, would I touch the Annabelle doll? Hell no.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, there's two ways to look at it. If you're a spiritual person, okay, you can look at it a secular way, or like the way that I believe, a Christianity way, the Bible. Mm-hmm. In the Bible there was curses. God cursed the people cursed. Well, this is the way I feel about it. I find it, it says in the Bible, if you're a believer in the Bible, like, God doesn't want to be mocked, like me touching the Annabelle. I don't believe if I'm, as being a Christian prayed up or something, that any spiritual demonic's gonna harm me. But you're not supposed to mock or tempt God.
Test.
Test it. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna. That's like saying, God, let me see your power. Which, if I'm not gonna get this Bible lesson, but the Bible things. People change God's mind and different deals in the Bible. But anyway, if you believe that. But I do believe in curses. I do believe that you can't be cursed. But if you're, like I say, I don't want to get talking about all Christianity. But, I believe if you're prayed up, curses can't bother you. But I do believe that, I do believe in curses, dude. And if there's somebody cursed that stone, and you're mocking it. I think there is a chance of something happening. I really do. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it was a blood ritual.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
you can't get much
no.
stronger than that.
Yeah, because that there's power in the blood. The blood's always been about power. I mean, even if you're secular, atheist, Christian, there's always power in the blood. Blood's life. And
it is.
And so them doing that ritual, and probably was a dark ritual, and dark energy, spirit, or whatever you want to call it, can attach to things. And yes, I believe stuff like that. I'm not gonna pick it up.
No.
I'm not gonna mess with it because somebody done some evil, shit. Because there's nothing more evil than to do any harm to a child or a baby, because they're innocent. They cannot, when they defend themselves. Like back in ancient times, they would sacrifice the babies to Moloch. You know what I mean? Put them through the fire. Like a statue of the god Moloch, and they'd put them in the belly of Moloch and burn them up. Their own children. Even King Solomon done it. He went against the teachings of God, and because of his concubines, of course, women make you do evil shit. But and he was the most intelligent, supposedly the most intelligent and richest person ever to live. Wisdom, and he still done stupid shit. But
yeah, because he like he also like kind of delved with some demons too, right?
Yeah. Solomon, and I don't know if it doesn't say, in the Bible, that he ever repented of doing the evil shit that he done. So.
Yep, he was kind of in that sense, he was like a warlock, a little bit like ancient warlock.
Yeah, he got into some evil stuff, and he, at first he was good, and then he got some evil stuff. But anyway, I don't have nothing against nobody, so what they do, or nothing like that. I don't have nothing against anybody's religion or nothing. I never talk about it like that. But when I talk about stuff like this, I'm just telling you about, curses and different shit that happen. But anyway, yeah, I do believe that, this shit and stuff like that can. Sorry, alarm going off. But yeah, it's a spooky deal, man. Birthing stones.
Yeah, man.
But if you want to read yours,
that's like the ultimate perversion of what they were intended to be. They were intended to be about all good creation.
Yeah.
And then they twisted, and that princess, was in her. As she was driven to do so, she kind of went mad because of the grief,
exactly.
stillborn, I mean, and with the stillborn, that was what was ordained to happen. That was going to be the natural order of things, but she couldn't have it.
Yeah. What about? I'll add this. I won't talk about the Bible again unless it's referenced to something we say. But what about when the two ladies come to King Solomon, and they had one baby, and one of the women said,
oh, that's right, the wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, because the woman come and said, last night, the other lady rolled over on her baby and killed her baby, and switched the babies with my baby that was alive, and she's saying that this is my child. I mean, that this is my dead baby, and it's not, So one, two ladies saying that, this is my child, this is my child. So King Solomon said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. He said, I'll cut the baby in half, and you can have one half, and the other one can have the other half. And then the mother said, no, let her have the baby. And that showed that she was, the mother, because your mother loves your children and want them to live,
Yep.
But yeah, he had wisdom, but he did fall. You know, he fell, but like I said, hopefully he redeemed himself. But yeah, that's sacred. You know, I guess a mother. That's why I don't want to get talk this way or get like talking not negative, but I feel for a mother that loses her child. You know what I mean? Because of,
a mother, a motherless child.
Yeah, so.
I mean, there've been some blues songs written about that, man.
Oh yeah, a lot of blues. My whole life's about blues. All right, Ted, I'll let you get to the next one. I don't know what kind of rabbit trails I'm going.
So this one, yeah. So this one is not about blue. It's about red.
Oh shit.
This next one is called. It makes sense, man. Like with all those volcanoes over there with the lava, the red lava and stuff. This one is called "The Red-Eyed Woman" of Waialua. Long ago in Waialua, on the north shore of Oahu, a woman named Kauhi was Kauhi was accused of practicing dark kapu rituals, offering blood sacrifices in secret caves to forgotten gods. Villagers whispered about children going missing and strange drums echoing from the cliffs. One night, a group of warriors caught her in the act. On a blood-stained altar, she was chanting in a language no one recognized, her hands soaked in crimson, her eyes glowing like embers. Furious and terrified, they dragged her to the ocean, cliffs, and they threw her into the crashing surf below, where the sharks were already circling. But her death did not bring peace. Since that night, locals say a woman with red glowing eyes and torn seaweed-covered skin emerges from the sea during the dark moon. She wanders the beaches barefoot, dripping salt water and blood, calling out to children in a voice like cracked coral. Those who see her say their ears fill with the sound of bones snapping and waves crashing. And if you answer her call, she'll rip out your tongue so you can never speak of her again. Some say her victims are found with their faces frozen in terror, mouths wide open but empty, tongueless or throat raw, bodies soaked in salt and gore. To this day, locals warn their keiki children, never go to the shore alone after dark, Moana, or the red-eyed woman will drag you back into the blood tide. I added Moana. But that's a scary one too, man. That's another one of those that is meant to keep children from going out at night. Get them home.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
It's like, and especially keep them away from the ocean at night when they're young, when they're too young.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. They had to have something to keep them, from getting in trouble.
But it's interesting though, because like both of the stories we just both read, man. I didn't know that much about I did not know that the Hawaiians, traditional Hawaiians, actually had like dark sacrifices and forgotten gods and all that, like kind of demon type of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I had no idea, man. It's really that's interesting. Dude. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
And but this one, Dang, dude. I know I usually get a girlfriend out of one of these stories, but man, I do not do I don't want this lady.
You don't want this one. Yeah, she sounds pretty damn spooky,
that.
dude. I ain't gonna lie. She doesn't sound like a woman I wanna mess with.
Dude, they could make a movie out of this one, dude. I mean, this is a wow. This is like La Llorona, but you know that's like that Mexican one.
Yeah.
You know, but this is like, whoo, dang. she sounds spooky. She got seaweed and like ripped skin and red glowing eyes.
Yeah, she's a spooky one, dude. I wouldn't want to mess with her. You know what I mean?
Yep. I wonder. Yeah, it does. I kind of do wonder, like, what this dark Hapu ritual, like, what were these forgotten gods? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what the. I wonder. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't wonder too deeply about that.
You shouldn't. What do you think? What do you think about when people say the gods this, gods that? Do you think there was actual gods like that?
I mean, you know, so like when people were first worshiping gods, like most of them were based in like nature, like you know, they would like associate animals had certain powers, or they would say, or like the snake is a fertility, right? Like associated with fertility. And but some of the, but of course, if you're gonna have a god for kind of every aspect of our existence, then there's dark aspects to our existence also, right?
Yeah.
And so so it is so that's kind of where my mind goes with the Hawaiian forgotten gods. Is it'd be interesting to find out a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I think there was certain gods, like I said, that wasn't really true gods. I think that, like I said, more people put them up to worship because not like I said, not get back on the Bible, but when they were waiting on Moses to come down from the mountain, they was sick of waiting on him, so they made their own god, calf.
That's right. Yeah.
And they had different gods, in the Bible that they would worship, stuff like that. But
an
idols, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We can, and it's true as humans, we can idolize anything. I think if we put things before ourself and our family and our health and our mental health and physical health, we idolize stuff and
put them up on a pedestal.
Yeah, we can idolize money, dude. We can idolize food, our vanity, our looks or anything. So we can make that. We're making them gods and we don't even know. That's our own god. We can become, a slave to useless stuff and make us unhealthy because, like working, we become a workaholic. I've known people to become money as their god, and they become workaholics, and their own health and own relationships, they ruin it. But as far as that goes, yes, I believe there was gods. Getting back into biblical times. When in biblical sense, if you believe in the Bible, which it's recorded all over the world, the Great Flood, and that's what God supposedly, flooded the world because the sons of God, the angels came down and procreated with women and had hybrids and half, with animals and everything, because if you're an angel, you got that power and you procreate with an animal, there's something, supernatural is going to happen and things like that. I've heard it said, many a times that a lot of the Greek gods and all that stuff, you know, some of it was kind of true because I don't think they had the power that they really had, but you know, there was weird shit.
Like Medusa.
Yeah, I believe it. I really do. I believe there was animal hybrids and all that, and you know that was abomination to God. That's why He destroyed the world. But I do believe that some of them survived the flood. You know, that's why there was giants and there's stuff. And I get back to work. You know, we're talking about folklore, supernatural stuff. We always do. Getting back to all the cryptics, I think that's out there. Something like some people think you're crazy when you talk about it. That's fine. Some don't believe in it. That's fine. But I believe that's what it got a lot to do with these cryptics and stuff. Is there some kind of leftover bloodline, you know, of supernatural stuff? And because, you know, when you got a police officer for 22 years, you know, a citizen, you know, pays his taxes, sound mind, you know, has a encounter with some kind of weird creature, I mean, why would that dude lie about it? I mean, you know, so there's stuff out there.
So if the fallen angels had to like procreate with animals to create some of these cryptids, man. Yeah. Like, did a fallen angel procreate with a rock to make the that rock bolter from Colorado? That's one good looking rock. Rock and roll.
He's just right, boy. He was a horny one, wasn't he?
I guess so. Damn, man. That's a
No, man, I believe it. I mean, that's just what I believe. You know, people believe different things, and that's fine. And I like having civil conversations about stuff, you know, because it's supernatural. Because if you just think we're on this rock and we're just going to live and going to die, you know, I think there's more to it. You know, there's more things around us, and you go down the rabbit hole.
There's a third rock from the sun, man.
Yeah, big old universe, man. Big old universe, Ted. You got some weird ones out there in Cali, too. we got the meth heads here in Arkansas. And you got some weird ones.
We got shroom eating, plant smoking.
Yeah.
Surfboard riding, suntans using, or suntan lotion using.
Yeah,
pizza eaters, man. We got a ton of pizza eaters out here.
Shit, I like pizza myself.
What? Man, I bet we put pineapple on our pizza.
Shit, I love pineapple. That's my favorite.
That's called Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
They must have come up with it in Hawaii, man, because like every time I buy a pineapple, it's always from Hawaii. So.
Yeah, why do people always get all tore up about that? You know, about
it's like because I honestly, it's because like pizza was invented in Italy and they didn't put pineapple on pizza, you know. So
yeah,
they had traditional toppings like basil and sardines and stuff. Yeah, so like put this Hawaiian fruit on a pizza? What?
Yeah.
But it's good though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know.
So what's the fourth spooky story from
we had one with Ted. Ate his last. All right.
Slice of Hawaiian pizza.
Slice of Hawaiian pizza.
The haunted slice.
The haunted slice of Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii, you know. I bet it would be nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Yeah. Yep. It is beautiful, man.
All right. It is called the Moo. M-O-O. No. Moho. Deep in the Moho of Kalihi Valley. Deep in the lush jungles of Kalihi Valley of Oahu, people whisper about Moho, a massive, shape-shifting lizard spirit that guard sacred springs and hidden places. These beings are ancient and powerful, sometimes appearing as women to lure intruders close and then devour them. Man, I've had that happen more than once. One tale speaks of a young hunter named Keone who ventured into the valley against the warnings of elders, chasing a wild boar. As night fell, he heard the sound of water flowing where no stream should be. Following it, he stumbled upon a stunning woman bathing in a hidden pool, her skin glowing under the moonlight. She turned to him smiling, but her eyes were cold reptilian. Ooh. By the time Keone realized she wasn't human, it was too late. The last thing he saw was her body elongating, scaling over with slick black skin and a long tail coiling around him. His screams echoed through the valley, swallowed by the mist. To this day, hikers in Kaluhu Valley report strange sightings. A woman with lizard-like eyes watching from behind the trees. Claw marks on rocks and unexplained whispers near freshwater springs. The lesson is clear. The moho protects her territory and trespassers vanish without a trace. Ooh, ooh, man. Jeez.
All right, well, I got my girlfriend for the episode.
Yeah. Dang, that's scary as shit, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's like this. She's actually a reptile.
Yeah.
But she transforms. Well, I don't know if it's a she or a he, but it transforms.
That's a woman.
Yeah. Well, that was the appearance that it
true.
It took on, because it'll just like off. It'll try to lure. It's kind of. It'll try to lure people in, right? So
yeah.
It's kind of like it knows somehow it's able to figure out your desires, and then play on that by tempting you with the desires. So
that is spooky though. Woman Lauren,
yeah. I mean, there's a little bit. There's a little bit of moral to the story with this one too. It's kind of like just you're talking about idolizing things and desiring things, and just be careful. It doesn't, these things don't bring about your destruction.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, there's like water flowing, this glowing woman bathing.
Yeah, it's all temptation, man.
The reptile eyes with I don't know about the reptile eyes though.
Nah, I couldn't get into that shit, lizard woman.
No, man, because remember that old movie V?
Yep.
That's where like the aliens came down, and they were reptiles under their skin. Their skin was fake. They looked like they tried to look like humans, but they were actually these reptiles that eat people.
Yeah, I remember that that very well. My brothers used to watch it. It was kind of spooky.
Oh yeah, man. That was like I was a kid when the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a scary one. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me, dude. I ain't gonna lie. It really
the
did.
Lizard. What's up? What's the lizard people? What's that?
It's supposed to be some kind of alien type. I don't know if I believe in cryptics, which it's probably out there, but I guess it takes on form and as humans, but they're lizard people. Intelligent, highly intelligent alien beings, I guess.
So they're aliens. They don't like live in the like Hollow Earth or something like that. They come from that.
Some say that they, it's like me and you walking around. You know what I mean? And then some say they're nerves. There's just so many different things out there, man.
You could tell if they're a lizard person because they flick their tongue out every once in a while.
Yeah, flick it out. Gotta get under a nice hot rock. You know? You don't know, man. There's so much out there, dude. I did believe there is a lot of stuff out there that we don't understand. But you can't believe everything. Just like I got a neighbor that she's a elderly lady that's been a friend of the family, and I don't watch the news, and every time I see her, she said she watches one-sided news, and it's about a certain person all the time negative. I said, you can't believe everything you hear, and that's about it. You know what I mean, Ted? You just can't believe everything you hear.
Yeah.
And but you gotta have open mind too.
Open mind, but critical thinking, man.
There you go. Trust but verify. And but I understand people just go through life and they just take one way, it's just one way, and it's just awful. It's it's a weird world we got.
This what strikes me about these stories from Hawaii is they're creative, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell the Hawaiians really loved stories. They love storytelling, and they got like super creative with it too,
Yeah.
It's there's some good stories actually. And I do know that there's a ton of stories from like folklore stories from Hawaii, a ton. So they like to tell stories back in the day.
Yeah, they did.
Hawaii.
It's interesting. Next time we've got.
It makes me thirsty for some pog juice, man. You know what pog is?
No, I don't. What is pog?
That's an acronym. It's passion fruit, orange, and guava. Oh no! It's pineapple. It's not passion fruit. It's pineapple, orange, and guava together.
I bet that's pretty good.
Oh, it's really good, man. Pog. You can get it in a can, just like a soft drink, like a soft drink can, right? Like a beer can. But it's not alcoholic. It's juice, and it's tasty, man. Pog.
Yeah, I bet that is good. I a lot of that shit I can't drink, of course, because of sugar, but
the sugar,
it does sound good.
Yeah,
it definitely does. Yeah. So what do you think about our next one next week that we're gonna do?
What is it? What is the next one? What comes next?
Idaho.
Oh, Idaho. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get some monster potatoes.
Yep, it always reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite. It does. Yes, it really does.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Potatoes.
That was a good one. Did you know they're redoing that a Toxic Avenger? They redone that movie.
Yep, I saw that. I saw it, dude. It's gonna have Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones.
Yep. Yep.
It's gonna be. It's good. He's gonna be. Oh yeah, he's gonna be Toxie. Yep. He's gonna be the main character, man.
Yeah, he's gonna be old Toxie. Sure is. But anyway, Ted, I'm going to end this one here, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Ted, it was a pleasure as always. And guys, don't forget.
And I'll just say, wait, I just got to say one thing to everybody.
What?
Aloha.
Aloha. Whispers. Whispers. All right, Ted. I appreciate everybody out there. Don't forget, guys, check under your bed in that closet and watch out for those cheating
potatoes.
No,
pineapples.
Watch out for the pineapple. Till next time, peace out, everyone.